I don't know what's going on with humanity at this point. The world that we live in right now, it's just so shit. It is suffocating. We have an abysmal and absolutely tragic dating scene, like in terms of actual romantics and prospects of good, loving marriage. And it's not just, one gender's fault. Like, both men and women have it extremely rough right now in terms of like finding a husband or a wife. It's just so bad. It's so bad. It's like completely destroying us. But it's not only that. Oh, there's so much more. We have the constant looming threat of World War III and nuclear Armageddon that's just always around the corner. You never know. Like, you never know who's gonna wake up and be like, you know what? I just feel like pressing the red button today. I mean, obviously, that's a extremely exaggerated by me, but you just look what happens. The relationships between the countries, the big powers like United States, Russia, China, like shit is fucked up, dude. Like you never know when it's gonna pop off. So that's constantly on the back of your mind somewhere. The housing market completely fucked. Job market fucked. What else? We have politics completely fucked. It's all about like left versus right. It's not about what is actually good for humanity. Governments are throughout the world, at least in the relatively like developed world, like Europe, United States, China, Russia. That part of the world. I'm not talking about like some obscure countries in Africa that God knows what's going on there. But like in the developed mainstream world, so to say, governments are so obviously corrupted and they no longer have been serving the interest of the people for decades at this point, like 20, 30 years at least. Like look at what is happening in Europe, United States, Russia versus Ukraine. Like I don't know what's even going on in China, but it's China, communist totalitarian regime over there. Like what else we got going on? Um, the kids and their iPad generation, like the brain rot and TikToking, like that's just a ticking time bomb that we are yet to see how it's going to impact humanity in the next 10, 15 years. What else we got going on? Oh yes, how could I how could I possibly forget? It's been on my mind for the last like 2 weeks. I mean, 1 week now. The Jeffrey Epstein evil, like just evil. I mean, that actually was the whole reason it caused me to experience a pretty severe depression. And yeah, this is where it got me to like it it made me inspired to just make this video. And I think I'll make another one after this one. Like I'll just yeah, I'll just make videos just picking my mind because what else can I do, you know? What else can 99% of the population do on this planet at this point? Like, we have, thanks to the Jeffrey Epstein situation, which is so fucked, like, it's so unbelievably fucked, but it has exposed that we're being ruled by actual satanic evil people. Like, I don't know how else to describe it, but with the limited information that has been made available, that seems to be the case. Like, and it's just it's crazy that, and I used to be a, lukewarm conspiracy theorist, in previous years, but I kind of grew out of it, moved on with my life. But this Epstein stuff is just, Jeffrey Epstein stuff. It literally proves that most of the horrific conspiracy theories that have been circulating over the last, like, since, let's say, the 90s, from people like Alex Jones. It's No, these people like Alex Jones have been vindicated. Unfortunately, it turns out that they were, for the most part, if not all of it, they've been saying the truth. Like, it's exposed now. Like, the files just confirm it. I mean, I I'm sorry for the long pauses, but I'm just this last since the release of the second batch of the Epstein files is just, I don't know. I've just been shocked, really, and it has been, like I said earlier in the video, like, this has been going on ever since COVID, this intensely. It's just so many bad, evil things just happening one after each other. Like, every year it gets worse, and I try to stay positive. I try to do some form of good, fulfilling job, but it's just, what can you really do at the end of the day? I mean, in a lot of these videos of the Epstein files, there's always this comment that just, I'm not gonna be able to quote it right now, but I will try. And it basically, the comment basically states that, the elites think us that we're powerless, and honestly, yeah, that's true. We are powerless. None of us are in any position of power to actually make a significant impact on this situation. The people that are in actual position to do something about this, like Pam Bondi. I mean, as of the day I'm making this video, like, Pam Bondi was testifying. Um, I'm not sure if, like, testifying is the correct terminology. I'm not familiar with, like, the whole thing, but, like, she was in Congress. People were asking her questions, and she was just fucking ranting. Like, I mean, not ranting, but she was just throwing a tantrum, avoiding every question, um, falling into all sorts of, you know, what's it called? Like, when someone just does poorly in a debate and just resorts to personal attacks, and I'm forgetting the terminology, but she was basically just doing that. She was just, you know, yelling and just avoiding questions, avoiding responsibility. Like, people were asking her point blank, like, why is this guy, who is obviously involved in the crimes of Jeffrey Epstein, he was a co-conspirator, like, why is this guy name redacted? Like, simple question, like, no, not a trick question, not a gotcha question, just simple question. Why is this person's name, that is, you know, sex trafficking children, like, why is his name redacted? Why is this person being protected? And it's not just one guy. It's like, so many of these people are just redacted in the files, and it's like, why? Why is no one getting arrested? Like, like, no one's being investigated. No one's name is being revealed. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, not only did they not reveal the names of the people that are uh, pretty much guilty of these crimes, like, at least they deserve an investigation. Not only did they redact the names of these people, um, they left exposed the names of the victims. And Thomas Macy, he just asks Pam Bondi, like, Like why? Like simple, just why? Why did this happen? You know, what is the reason? And Pam Bondi just, oh, you have Trump derangement syndrome, bro, and just doesn't answer the question. Like, what the fuck is going on, dude? And you're just like we're just simple, ordinary people. Like I don't know, maybe if you're watching this, you're like some powerful person. I mean, I doubt it, but you know, I'm just a regular guy, and 99.9% of everybody else is just a regular person. I mean, the realization of how much evil is actually being done by people in power, it just it's so demoralizing and depressing. I mean, it's just you want to do something about it. You want to stop it. You want to do the right thing, but you cannot do anything. I mean, we all have, we're all living paycheck to paycheck, basically having no savings at all. Like I said, like life is so fucked up right now. It's just what can you even do at this point? I mean, I don't know. Sorry for the long pauses, but I'm just my mind is just cooked. Like people say in the comments of these videos, and um this whole topic, like people are saying like, oh, we need to you know do a revolution, basically, like, and they give examples of French Revolution or American Revolution or this revolution. Like, okay, but the world is not like 2 centuries ago where you can actually walk up to the king's castle and hold him responsible for his crimes against humanity. These billionaires, these I don't know, Satanists, evil people, like they're pretty much untouchable. What are you gonna do about it? Like, what can you do? Like, Jeff Bezos has fucking so much. He can just at this point he can just probably colonize Mars, and he can just live there and still control a large part of you know life on Earth. Like, what are you gonna do against these people? They they can fly anywhere with their private airplanes. They have their own private cities, basically. They have private islands that they own, and they can do whatever they want on it. God knows what they've got going underground. Like, what are you gonna do about this? They're not even elected officials. You can't even, vote them out. I don't even think voting even does anything at this point. I mean, the corruption is so intense. Like, what does voting do? It's obvious to anyone that pays any attention that the politicians are just puppets. And, they're just puppets that are just in it for their own selfish interest. But they're being paid by these global Satanists and, elite, quote unquote, people, which there's nothing elite about them. They're the complete opposite of what elite means. And they're completely untouchable. Like, what are you gonna do about it? What can you do? At this point, the only thing we can do, I think, is just stand firm to God, stand firm to what is good and the truth, and never betray that. Hold it until you die, and just stand together with other people that share the same values as you about goodness, like, and just pray and hope that God or someone else that actually has the power to do something about this actually does something about it. Like Thomas Macy, although Thomas Macy is limited, but he's still like he's out there. He's trying to do the right thing as far as I can see. I just wish there were more people in power that would do the right thing. Um, at least one thing that gives me, a reason not to despair is that pretty much everyone, every person it seems around the world is on the same opinion that this is evil. The world is extremely fucked up right now, and nobody wants it to be like this, but at the same time, none of us really has the power to change it in a significant way. And that's also another thing I've been thinking about. Like, why do we feel, I mean, a lot of people, why do we feel so miserable at our jobs? And me included, like, and it's not like because our jobs are bad. I mean, but I think I mean, I can make another video about this, and I think I will, but just to quickly say my opinion on this, what I have concluded most recently to be, I think, the truth is that it's not that we really hate our jobs, like 9 to 5 jobs or, working in customer service or a warehouse or anything like that. Like those are, I mean, they're good jobs. But I think the problem is what really destroys us and makes us just paralyzed is that we, on some level, whether it's a high awareness or low level awareness, like we all have, consciousness and we all see what's going on around us and we all see the state of life and the world and we all see that it's garbage. Like we all see that it's really, really bad and it's not just a it's not just nostalgia, looking at the past. I mean, everyone pretty much unanimously agrees, old people, young people. I mean, the world right now is really bad, and I don't think anyone. I mean, that's just an objective fact. I think like just look at what it used to be like, you know, 50 years ago, and compare it to today, and it's gotten so much bad, and it's gonna get even worse. I think because I don't think we have any signs that point that it's gonna get better like soon. Maybe it's gonna get better like, in the distant future, but for the next couple of decades, I think it's gonna get worse. But anyway, what I was trying to say is that fuck, I forgot my thought. Oh yeah, the job market and why we had our jobs is because I mean simply we realize that the world is really really bad right now, and we also realize that there's nothing we can do about it. And this is why we hate our jobs because our jobs, like, we're just everyday normal people. Our jobs are just maintenance jobs. Like, we just have jobs that just maintain the system, that facilitates this state of living that we all have. And because we're not happy with the way life is right now, we are miserable because we also cannot take action to change because we're all living paycheck to paycheck. We're all in powerless positions to do anything about it, and we can't really quit our jobs and take action because it's also not about individual action because these are global scale problems and it's going to require an unrealistic amount of coordination and effort amongst the people to actually make a change, which is just, in my opinion, never going to happen. And I think we all know this and realize this. So yeah, we just stay at our jobs, which doesn't change anything, and we just see that, nobody in power is actually going to do anything about this. So yeah, we just become depressed, we get angry, we get sad, and this is just where we are today. So yeah, welcome to 2026. If you stayed until the end, thank you so much. I hope it has been of some use. If you have any, thoughts of your own about this, uh, feel free to leave them in the comment section. I'll gladly read each and every one of them. And yeah, goodbye for now.